Hey y'all, it's China Lavish, and before I get into this video, I want to set a couple motherfucking things straight. I recently did a Piece of Your Love challenge, and I know what the fuck it looks like, and I know what the fuck it seems like, but I'm here to tell y'all, all y'all motherfucking crazy ass assumptions, all these fucking comments that I'm fucking seeing, y'all really take something and run with it. Let's get one thing fucking clear. He was divorced when I met him back in November 2017. And at that time, he had been divorced for at least about a year and a half. Second point I want to fucking make is all the motherfucking money is mine. I have a full fucking time job that offers a 401k, fucking paid time off, paid motherfucking medication, paid motherfucking, what I'm trying to say, shit, paid motherfucking, you get what I'm trying to say. Y'all got a piece of paper right here with all the motherfucking facts because I ain't want to miss shit. I smoke too much weed, so I got a tendency to misplace a few things. But so bitch was working 3 motherfucking jobs, 70-80 hours a motherfucking week. Like I said, I have a full-time job that offers a 401k. I have paid time off and paid health insurance. So a bitch was working a full-time and 2 part-time jobs. And I'm also learning how to invest in crypto and currencies. Let me repeat it again for you hoes. I have a full-time job, 2 part-time jobs, and I am learning how to invest in crypto and currency. So now all of y'all can shut the fuck up. Is it quiet? Y'all can shut the fuck up. And now that it's quiet, I can get into the video. Like I said, I know what the fuck it looks like, and what it looks like is exactly how it started off. So we did meet on a sugar baby, sugar daddy site. I have a lot of females asking me since the video came out. I had a lot of females messaging me, tweeting me, all this other shit about how I got the money that I did. But I'm here to tell y'all that sugar baby, sugar daddy shit isn't what it's hyped up to be. I will say that out of my experiences with this site, he was the only man that I met and had any sexual relationship with. So again, how we met. I was going on a lot of days. I had heard about this site from a friend, and I haven't always, I guess, fantasized about the idea of having a sugar daddy. It always seemed like it was something that would be fun and beneficial. So when I made a profile on this site, I was getting a lot of messages, a lot of emails. I had weeded out through a lot of people. A bitch was getting offers from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. But like I said, the only man that I met and had any fucking sexual relationship with in any fucking way throughout this whole fucking sugar daddy, sugar baby shit was the man that y'all fucking seen. I was scrolling through the little, all the dudes one day, and I seen his profile, and I thought he was handsome. Like, he was, I thought he was really, really cute. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it is, some cute sugar daddies out there, whatever, but baby, they scarce. And I actually messaged him, and I'm just like, hey, I thought you were cute, whatever. We start texting, and eventually we meet. We meet at this place downtown. When we first started talking, we kind of like hit it off. Like, everything was cool. We was getting to know each other. And that day, actually our first day, is what I think kind of like set the tone for the rest of the time, I guess, that we were involved. Our first date was basically, we met at the restaurant downtown, and then we went to a bar after that, and we just getting to know each other. We drinking, but not too much, just a little bit. And then we go to the strip club. I will say that even though I'm finna get into this, and the more I get into it, it's gonna be a little complicated, but overall, I want to get to the good shit first. Like, I wanna say that we had a good motherfucking time. Like, we could be ourselves with each other. Like, I mean, y'all, he matched my fucking energy so well. Like, out of all the dudes that I done met, all the dudes that I done entertained, all the dudes that I done been in a relationship with, he was really the only person that matched my fucking energy. Like, once we started getting more comfortable with each other, we would be out in public, and of course, you know, we look fucking not. I mean, all motherfuckers look at us and just automatically think what the fuck it was, and at the time, it was. And I remember, like, most of the times where motherfuckers would just give us dirty looks or whatever, well, you know, whatever the case may be, and we would just look at each other and just laugh at their goofy ass. Like, he matched my energy. We had so many good times, fun ass dates. Like, we had a good time. We had a good time together. Like, whenever we together, it's all jokes, laughs, kiki, and like, he matched my energy, y'all. Let's just know that. And and the sex was bomb. Like, it was great. It was beautiful. I know y'all done heard me say, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all done heard me say, you know, I done had some good dick or what, you know, all of that. But baby, I am confident when I say, Okay. So we did like a lot of stuff together. Like, we didn't make like bucket lists together. Like, we was making, you know, not making plans, but we was just enjoying each other's time, and you know, we had a good time whenever we was together. Like, it was cool. So like I said, I wanted to clear the motherfucking air before I get into all the other shit. After maybe like our first few conversations via text, I was kind of like, before I even met any of these dudes, I was kind of getting the feel of like, because I mean, you know what the fuck a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship is. They want sex in exchange for money. So of course I wanted to know what kind of things they were looking for as far as sex, and you know, as far as like payments, like what, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I met up with these dudes, I knew beforehand what the fuck was up. We were texting, and we had agreed on, if we were to pursue this sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship, we would have safe sex, so condoms only. And ladies, I'm not gonna stress this enough, safe sex and STD testing all motherfucking day long, especially if y'all interested in the sugar daddy, sugar baby shit. So we agreed on safe sex, and we also agreed on payments or whatever. And after we solidified our sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship, we both decided to get off the site, because I mean, what other reason do we have being on there, right? And it was about like 2 or 3 months even at this point, maybe 3 or 4, closer to maybe 3 or 4. Like, we was having a good time, you know, the payments was coming in. Oh, and I also want to say that he paid, the money was flowing in from him way before we even had any type of fucking sexual relationship. I was getting paid. While we were going on these dates, these 3 or 4 months, I had been noticing that he was like opening up to me. I mean, of course I asked, was he married? Do he have kids? Like, you know, what he do, all this other stuff. So he would tell me, he wouldn't tell me everything at first, but more so like, you know, he was married for 24 years. He got a divorce because, you know, she was cheating. And that was pretty much that at that time was what he told me about his ex-wife. Around the time I had like peeped that the cash flow was kind of like, you know, dying down a little bit, he had started telling me about not really financial issues, but more so like how his money was, you know, going to his kids' tuition, and he had this and divorce lawyers and all that other shit. And when he told me all of this, and like I said, I noticed that the money flow was stopping or whatever, it was slowing down. I I had a choice to, and at this time, these dates was happening every fucking weekend. Every motherfucking chance we had, it was a fucking date. So I was seeing him a lot within this 3 to 4 month time period. And so at that moment when he decided that the sugar baby, sugar daddy life was not for him, I had a choice to make. At that time, I was not completely driven by money because, like I said, while I was talking to him, I was meeting other men, going on 3-4 dates a day, having different offers on the table from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And these men that I was meeting, it sounded nice. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded fucking lovely. But when it came down to it, I was never really attracted to any of them. Some of them wanted some off the wall ass shit. It just wasn't worth the money to me. And I remember one time where I actually went to go have sex with this, we gonna call him old man, because he was older than the world y'all see. I had went to his apartment one night after us going on a few dates and discussing and negotiating money and whatever. He finally was like, and he was paying to get my nails done. I went shopping. Like, this old man was for real. Like, for real. He was tricking. And so I had went to see him, and long story short, y'all, I couldn't fucking do it. I just could not. I could not. And that's what made it different with him. Like, it wasn't, I didn't have to force my fucking self. I was naturally attracted to him because he ain't ugly. Not to me. You know what I'm saying? He cute for his age. He young. He fit. Like, he was good. Like, and that's what I mean when I say, like, I want to get into, like, the sugar baby, sugar daddy shit later, because it's not all what it cracked up to be. Like, I done had too many homegirls telling me shit about them, you know, engaging in sexual activities with these men, and it's not pleasurable. It's not, like, for me, I just couldn't force myself to do something that I did not feel comfortable with doing. At the time, I had a decision to make, and I was weighing my options. So on one side, yeah, I want the fucking money, but I'm not hurting for the motherfucking money. I obviously had opportunities to make more money apart from him, and I could not do it. Granted, it was hella motherfucking offers on the table. When it came down to it, he just made it different. You know, on the other side, I had the choice of thinking of it like, okay, well, we have a nice time together. Like, a really, really nice fucking time together. I could be myself around him. He can be himself around me. The sex is, y'all, had me out like a light. So, like I said, I was weighing my options or whatever, and he seemed, I ain't gonna say seem, because I do think he is a good man, I really do, but he's a really good dude. I was like, okay, well, what's the difference between me not dating him, but me having like a casual thing with him versus somebody my age? And honestly, y'all, I've always been attracted to older men. In a sense, I chose to keep seeing him after he said the sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship wasn't for him. At the time, like I said, I was working 2 and 3 jobs, and I was not hurting for money, so why not? Once we agreed to this, once we agreed to not have a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, shit continued. Nothing changed between me and him. The vows was indifferent. Every fucking thing continued as it was. So I had some homegirls that was kind of like interested in what I was doing or whatever. And I mean, I'm going to put my girls on game. I ain't knocking your motherfucking game, and I ain't knocking your hustle, but if you want it, baby, It's out there. So I told my homegirls about the site or whatever. So one day, one of my homegirls tell me that she heard that the site was getting raided, like 5-0 was fucking these girls up on fake fucking dates, because there is a lot of females on there that do what they call pay per meet, which is you meet these men and you just fuck them. Like you set a rate and you just fuck them. And honestly, if I was gonna do the sugar baby sugar daddy shit, that was not the route I was going to go. I wanted to find someone, or I was considering, honestly, I ain't even gonna fucking lie, I was considering like having 1 or 2 consistent fucking sugar daddies. But like I said, when it came down to it, baby, I wasn't about that life. I was not about that life. I mean, y'all should have seen some of these sugar daddies. Y'all know that dude that's in the fucking, what's his name? He in the fucking wheelchair. Y'all seen him on fucking Family Guy. He got a disability. He talked with the damn keyboard or whatever. I didn't had a sugar daddy offer from somebody that has similar not features, what's the word? Have similar, just look like him. Just fucking look like him, okay, y'all? So I ain't about that fucking life. So my friend hit me up and she told me that they was raiding the site, and I'm just like, fuck. Like I can't remember if I deactivated my page at that time, or I think I had deactivated, but it's kind of like Facebook where you can deactivate it. People can kind of still see your shit, or you can just delete the whole motherfucking thing altogether. So I'm like, man, if motherfucking 5-0 on this motherfucker, even though I ain't on this bitch, they don't need to see my motherfucking pictures. They don't need to see my, I don't know if they had the fucking website has given them permission to do this shit. They had fucking usernames, all of this shit. Whatever it was, I wanted no motherfucking parts of. So I went in there to delete my profile. And so when I went in to delete my profile, when you log in, automatically all the guys that are online pop up. Okay? And when I logged in, the first motherfucker I seen was him. So I hit him up. And I tell him, like, you know, what was tea? Like, my friend just told me they was raiding the site or whatever. And he like, damn, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he told me at the time that, you know, we had agreed that even though we had agreed to get off the site because we had, I guess, solidified what we were doing, he was using this site as a form of social interaction. Now, when he told me this, he kind of explained to me that within his 24 years of marriage, he was within this bubble of just, you know, work and family. Like, he didn't have any outside life. Like, he didn't have, you know, friends to just chill, kick it with, or whatever the case may be. So when he told me that at that time that he was still on it for social interaction, I got it, because I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like fun and interesting to meet all these different men. Honestly, yo, and I was meeting these men at 4- and 5-star restaurants, nothing less. Nothing less. Because if I'ma go and you don't know what y'all talk about, he might wasted your damn time, whatever the case may be. So I wanted to make sure I ate good. Okay. So like the thing that I just told old motherfucking man, that happened after we said that we wasn't gonna have a sugar baby sugar daddy relationship. So when he said that, I'm just like, alright, cool, you know, whatever. I get it. I had reasons to doubt his reasons for still being on there, but we was having protected sex at that time. So I honestly, I cared, but not really, because like I said, I was still venturing out my own fucking self. So I didn't really care at that. Now, one night we had went to the club, and when we got back, we was just, both of us was so in the motherfucking moment, but both so in the motherfucking moment that we did not use a condom that night. I remember expressing to him, like, you know, maybe the next day or the day after, shortly after that. But I wasn't mad, though. I was not fucking mad. But I had just explained to him that if we were going to continue to have unprotected sex, that I needed to be the only person he had unprotected sex with. I was not restricting him in any motherfucking way. All I said was, I need to be the only person you have unprotected sex with, and if you want to have sex with somebody else, just make sure you use protection. And if it's the case for me, I will make sure I would do the same. Now, I realize that a lot of motherfuckers engage in sex and unprotected sex with people and don't relay that fucking information. Like, don't make sure like that's y'all on the same motherfucking page, because STDs and all of that shit is real out here. It's fucking real, and I don't know why some of y'all pretend like it's not, but baby, it is. So I had kind of just let him know that, and we both said, all right, cool, whatever. Boom, that was it. I continued to do what we was doing. I had met his teenage daughter. As we was coming back from somewhere, I can't remember where we was coming back from, but when we walked in, his daughter was sitting there with her two friends, and y'all, when I say this is the most fucking awkward shit I have ever been, I ain't know what the fuck to do. I just stood there like a fucking deer in headlights. Like, I'm like, oh shit, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, that was my motherfucking daddy, and he walked in. Well, who the fuck he walked in with, baby? It's gonna be a showdown. Who the fuck is this? What's your name? How old are you? Boy, I would have hit that bitch with so many questions, and honestly, I wasn't gonna be mad if that was gonna be the case, cause I would have did the same shit with my daddy, period. So we all looking at each other, and he like, oh, you know, this is, you know, such and such. He introduced to me, and I'm just like, hey, well, you know. He kind of like have like a little conversation with his daughter. They go upstairs, and that was that. We go in his room and shit. That was that. Later on, I had kind of like asked him, like, you know, what she saying, like, what she do, like, what the fuck, like, she ain't say nothing. And he was just like, honestly, she just said that she thought you were pretty. And I'm like, she ain't mad, like, she ain't concerned or anything. And he was like, no, like, I guess because what happened in his prior marriage, he said that she just wanted him to be happy with whatever and whomever that is. And I honestly think that was sweet. That shocked the hell out of me, but whatever. And honestly, honey, if you're watching this, like I said, I wanted to say, before I deleted the video on Twitter, because I do feel bad about it. I do feel bad. I should have said that earlier. Like, I do feel bad genuinely about uploading this. I ain't think it all the way through, but we here, so yeah. Yeah, homegirl, don't be mad at me, because there was a time where me and your daddy was conversing. I spoke with him for 4 hours on your behalf to pay your damn tuition. Now, you know the story with that. He was going to let whatever shit that the petty ex-wife was doing affect, you know, everything else. And I told him that wasn't right. You know, don't take that out on your kids or whatever. And so, baby, I'm the only reason why your tuition was paid this semester. You're welcome. I made the point that I met 4 out of the 5 kids on Twitter. And so I'm getting into how I met the next kid. So I think this was kind of like an accident too. Me and him was in the kitchen. I actually think he was like cooking me like some little breakfast or something. And his son had came down the stairs. Now his son is like, I want to say he like a year or 2 older than me. And he came down the stairs. I happened to turn my head. Y'all, his son, I'm sorry, but his son fine as hell. Fine as shit. I mean, he get it from his daddy, but fine as shit. So I'm just like, he look at me, I look at him. We both try not to laugh, because I mean, we gonna call him Baldhead. I forgot to give him a name. We gonna call him Baldhead. Baldhead was sitting over there, and I'm just like, oh, hey, we said hey. He got him a little snack or whatever and went back upstairs. And I actually met him twice, and I also forgot I had bumped into the daughter a time after that too. So I had met the teenage daughter and the son that was a couple years older than me twice. So it's summertime. It's summer fucking time. 7 months later, so from November until July, all of what I just explained just happened up until this point. This particular day, we were at the mall. I was getting something to wear because I was going to a party with my roommate that day. While we were there, we was goofing around, you know, again, another good time, another good date. And we were drinking a little bit. Like, no, we had about 2 margaritas. So I was, you know, we was getting a little loose. And I had started to think about, like, him opening up to me about his, you know, situation. And, you know, he was just opening up to me about shit. So I'm like, okay, it's been 7 months, you know, this is, you know, how our, I guess, I don't know what to call it, relationship, friendship is going. So maybe I need to let my, you know, my walls down too. So I started to open up to him about some things that had been bothering me around that time. I basically told him about, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know that I had did like a little episodes of these threads or whatever. But I was, you know, tweeting shit like this, and it was getting a lot of attention. But so I was telling him, like, I was doing shit like that, but and that's the fucking part of me. Like, I'm fucking blunt as fuck. I'm open as hell about a whole lot of shit. Like, I don't care. But I was just trying to be myself, bitch. It's fucking Twitter, and I shouldn't have to be fucking censored if I'm not really fucking censored. I told him I had posted all of this, like, shit about sex essentially on Twitter, and it was kind of like coming back to haunt me a little bit. And I'm gonna give like a quick backstory on this to explain that. My freshman year in college, I had like this super hard crush on this guy. He was like maybe a junior at this time. Thought he was the cute as shit, hubby fucking material. Okay, I had my homegirls was the same age as him, and you know, in the same well, I was gonna say fucking grade, same fucking year as him. And you know, they were trying to put in a good word or whatever, but he said I was too young, and you know, that was pretty much that. But later on, we kind of like, we never really like talked like that, but we just had like some little moments, you know, some little moments or whatever. And the guy I had a crush on was a virgin at the time. And whenever I would see him, like I said, this is after I had posted all of this shit. Whenever I would see him, he would just be like, oh, you know, you temptation and shit like that. And I'm just like, baby, I ain't even on that. Like, cause a motherfucking can be open about their sexuality or open about sex in general does not mean that they fucking loosey-goosey with it. Like, I don't know why people think that shit, but I'm not finna filter my motherfucking self. I'm not finna change my motherfucking self. And yeah. So anyway, I was telling him, like, you know, I was really crushing on this dude. I had posted this shit, and after that, he kind of like, you know, said I was temptation, you know, shit like this. And, you know, I wasn't really trying to be on that, especially not with him, because I knew he was a fucking virgin. Like, I actually applauded that. I fucking, like, applauded the fuck out of that. That's kind of not, that's not what made me target him, but it was just like, damn, like, he really, you know what I'm saying? Cookie cutter, kind of, cookie cutter. So he was basically just like, I was after his motherfucking goodies. That's all I fucking wanted. I wanted to just take his motherfucking virginity, right? I told him, his motherfucking homeboys, that I was trying to, you know, tell them to, you know, hit me up. I was trying to tell them, like, baby, I'm not even on that, but that's what he said, and that's whatever. So I had just kind of dropped it. So one night I had seen him at a party, and I guess he had lost his virginities. I mean, he was fucking drunk that night. But he came up to me, and his homeboy came up to me like, hey, you know, my homeboy just lost his virginity. Like, what's up? And I'm looking like, okay, congratulations, you know. What you telling me for? Story short, he was basically like, oh, you know, I lost my virginity. I'm trying to fuck now. The whole time You weren't trying to fuck with me because you thought I was after your motherfucking goodies, and the minute you lose your virginity, you think I'm just supposed to... I don't know what the fuck he thought. I don't know what the fuck he thought. Whatever, the synopsis of this is me saying that me going through that, it kind of like made me withdraw a little bit. Like, damn, it started making me feel insecure about myself. Like, damn, do I really portray myself that fucking way? I mean, I do dress a little thotty, and I'm just like, should I change the way I fucking dress? Should I do this? And I'm telling this to him verbally. And I'm just like, you know, that from that experience, it's kind of make me want to fucking change myself. Like, damn, I don't want people to think that I'm just out here like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a fucking out here. Like, I don't want people to think that. But at the end of the day, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what the fuck I'm about. But it was just like me just letting that guard down and telling him shit like that. And I also told him, you know, some other personal things about other people that have been in my life that has kind of like, in a sense, like taking advantage of me. You know what? Taking my kindness for weakness. And so I was just kind of like telling him shit like that. We was opening up. We were just talking. That the little vulnerable conversation was over with. So we kikiing, goofing around. We tipsy as hell at this point. And we laughing about something, and while he laughing, the words "I love you" just slipped out his motherfucking mouth, and I just looked, y'all. I just fucking looked because, one, I was not expecting that. Two, I didn't know what the fuck to think. So I just looked like, I act like I didn't fucking hear the shit. I just, what? Okay, you know, laughed, and we went about our motherfucking day. Later on that day, we had went to another place to fucking drink, and he was kind of like, not saying it, but really fucking saying it, like, you know, kind of, he actually said something, oh, you don't want your man to blah, blah, blah. I said, wait, my man? My man? Huh? I said, you trying to be my man? Like, what? What you mean? What? And so he kind of like laughed it off or whatever, and that was that. Now, at this time, I was somewhat, I can't say somewhat because I was, but I was involved with somebody else long distance. And y'all would know who the fuck I'm talking about from this. He cheated. Yeah, that was that. But we were still, I guess, trying to work it out. And so when Baldhead told me all of this shit, I had to fucking weigh my options, because either work it out with this dude or, you know, whatever. I had to tell Baldhead that I needed space. Well, first of all, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't know who to motherfucker choose or whatever. So I just said I needed motherfucking time to think. I told him that I needed time to think because I had told Baldhead that he didn't deserve, you know, because I thought he was fucking catching feelings. This man just told me to fucking love me, talk about my man, all of this shit. And I'm just like, pump your brakes, pimp, pump your brakes. And that was like a 4-hour conversation. And during this damn conversation, he was saying shit like, you know, at first he kind of like cared about being seen with me because of the looks that we was fucking getting. We actually had took a picture at a restaurant back then, and he said, like, you know, he kind of wanted to post it on Facebook, but was scared of what his family might think, you know, his friends, co-workers, all the other stuff. But he said, like, he was kind of over that, all at that point. But like I said, the end of that conversation was basically me telling him that I needed space. Okay. But motherfucking. Okay. 2 days later, after the day at the mall and I love you shit, the yo man shit and all of that shit happened, right? I'm at work and my friend hit me up. One of the friends that I said that was on the site. Y'all, when she hit me up, this is where y'all see when he in my damn bed, the fucking red light on, the censored, all of that shit. This is the night that it happened. Okay, so What y'all see is what the fuck I'm finna explain now. Yep, and she like, hey, what's bald head name? And I'm just like, it's blah, 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 why? And she sends me this screenshot of a message to her. Because when we was at the mall a couple days prior, at the fucking table, I was flipping through my Snapchat. And she popped up, and she fine, y'all. She real fucking fine. Just kind of like, you know, like, ain't she cute? You know, ain't she cute? She cute, right? Like, she cute. And kind of like, he was just like, who was that? I was just like, oh, she my friend. But we kind of had like, you know, little thing going on once upon a time. But she was cute, and that was it. That was it. She had popped up, and that was it. She was cute. So anyway, she was telling me that he had fucking messaged her, talking about he was interested in her motherfucking profile. And so I applaud her at this moment, because she could have taken the fucking bait, but she knew that he wasn't even paying me at that time. So she probably like, he motherfucking way at the time, any fucking way. But she was still a real ass bitch for telling me, because she didn't have to. She could have just got that coin, because just because he fucking wasn't paying me, obviously, doesn't mean that he could have potentially paid her, I guess. So I'm telling her like what to say, like, oh, you know, say something about monthly allowance, ask what the fuck he looking for, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, he fucking going. He offering motherfucking allowances. He doing all this. And I'm just like, didn't this motherfucker tell me? Like, didn't... Wait. Granted, I had just told him that I wanted, you know, space or whatever. But I'm like, didn't he just tell me he loved me too? It's not fucking adding up. It's not adding up. My ass, I called him. It was a Friday. I fucking remember. I called him that Friday, like, hey, you know, I miss you. You know, sweet talking his ass, and I was trying to get him to come over. He had told me that he was going to go pick up his kids, because the ex-wife live in another city, and they meet halfway to, you know, exchange the kids or whatever. And he was going there after work to go get them and come back. But then he said, you know, he might, you know, squeeze out of that jam, you know, to come see me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. He get here, I answer the door in lingerie, the red light on, the music going and shit. And then, you know, I'm sweet talking him, you know, all this other shit. And I just tell his ass to strip. He fucking do it. And I told him, I said, okay, you know, we're going to try something a little different tonight. So I tie him up. And I told him to close his eyes. And I was sitting on top of him while he was tied up. Oh, and that's what I said, like, y'all, before all of this happened, this is when I got the fucking video of it. I pulled out a taser. Now, y'all, I did not fucking tase him. This whole motherfucking, to be doing all of this was just supposed to be like, damn, you fucking played me. Like, don't fuck, but basically just tell him, don't fucking play with me. Like, don't fucking play with me. I did not tase him. It was kind of like just in his, you know, in his face. So I zapped that motherfucker on. So I'm like, now that I have your attention, what the fuck is this? So he wiggling and shit, trying to get the fuck out. He was like, I don't know what that is, blah, 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 and all this other shit. And I'm just like, no, you got me fucked up. Like, you out here, like, first of all, you got the nerve to be offering, well, I don't know, she was the first motherfucking girl, the only motherfucking girl, whatever. But you got the audacity to offer all of these bitches, you know, shit that you told me you ain't even fucking want, one. And two, you doing it with somebody that you know that I fucking know, that you know that I had a sexual relationship with. Like, do you not think that she was gonna tell me? Did you not? I don't think he thought it through. He finally got up out the motherfucking jam. And so I go in front of the door and I block it, because I'm just like, dude, you gonna tell me what the fuck is up. You gonna tell me what, that the original plan was for me to tie him up, and my roommate was supposed to come in and act like we were supposed to have a threesome. She was supposed to take his clothes and hide him, and he was gonna be running out this bitch booty motherfucking naked to his damn car. Okay? He was gonna be running out this motherfucker scared and booty ass naked to his motherfucking car. Don't play with me. So I'm at the door. I'm like in the motherfucking zapping and shit, and it's crazy because I was mad, y'all. I was mad, but like the shit was mad fucking funny. Like in this fucking moment, I'm acting like I'm mad, but I'm also laughing. I know this man, like, this bitch is crazy. Out of nowhere, I mean, we arguing back and forth for shit, and he just started crying. He just started crying. I said, put your clothes on, because he had put his pants on, his underwear on during the midst of him getting loose and coming from the bed to the door. But he ain't have his shirt on, so I'm like, put your shirt on. And so he crying, he sit on the motherfucking bed. I'm like, are you like what's wrong? And he told me, like, before he had got here, he had like an ordeal with his kids. I guess they was fighting or some shit, and the teenage daughter left with 2 youngest girls, and he didn't know where the fuck they was. So me, I'm just like, granted, I was mad as hell, and I had every fucking reason to be, but I'm hard as fuck, but I'm also a softie. Like, I got a big ass heart, so seeing him cry and hearing that he just went through this before I just did all of this shit to him, it made me feel bad. And so we kind of just sat there. I'm just like, damn, I know if I had known that you had just went through that, I would have just picked a different night. A different night to do it then, because baby, you still didn't know not to fucking play with me. So we ended up just smoking and just fucking talking, like just sitting there fucking talking about what the fuck had just happened with his motherfucking kids. He said he was sorry. He did not know it was her or whatever, but we also got into the point of, like, why are you offering these bitches money? Like, what, like, you trying to play me? Like, what the fuck is it? Like, after that day, it wasn't exactly after that day, maybe a couple days after, like, he started like pursuing, like he started hitting me up and pursuing me and shit. And I'm just like, I know this man think I'm motherfucking crazy. I done tied his ass up, the exact motherfucking taste in his face, all this other shit, and he hit me up. And again, the only person I was doing it. So I give or take. Because I mean, we wasn't in a fucking relationship. What he did was fucked up, but it wasn't a relationship. And at the end of the day, I kind of still wanted the food and the dick. I was thinking, like, maybe I'm insecure. I mean, not insecure. Maybe I'm naive for this, but we really didn't. Like, we was off and on from that time, because I was back and forth of believing him, not believing him. But I mean, I was still getting the dick. Fast forward to August. We hadn't talked in about, I don't know how long it was, but we hadn't talked for a minute, because like I said, that was going on. I didn't really know how to feel. We was back and fucking forth, and I had told him happy birthday, and we caught up a little bit. You know, he asked me what I was doing. I was telling him I was, you know, working, you know, my full time, you know, the sports bar and this clothing store, whatever. I was like super motherfucking busy and all this other stuff. And so I worked at this sports bar on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. It was a Friday night. And I was putting in orders in the back. And I was coming out with a tray of food. And guess who the fuck I seen just plop the motherfucker down? And it's fucked up, because he actually just popped a squat in my fucking section. So I didn't really drop the motherfucking food when I seen him. I wasn't expecting it. I hadn't seen him or talked to him in a while at that moment, and it was just random as hell. So I don't know what the fuck. I'm weak in the knees, putty in his motherfucking hands. I ain't gonna lie, I was. So we chopped it up or whatever there, and we kind of started seeing each other again, like more consistently, I guess. After that, he started to open up to me more about his marriage, so telling me the details and the shit that he actually went through, the shit that she motherfucking did, and baby, shit that he was telling me. I'm not gonna go into it, but Carrie, y'all, she wild too, shit. It was one weekend where he had told me to come over, and I knew the kids was over, but he had told the 2 youngest ones in particular was over, and he had told me to come over. Now, it was kind of like at 10, 11 o'clock, so I'm like, all right, they sleep. But I'm thinking I'm finna fucking sneak in and sneak out. So I go over there, we do what the fuck we do. In the morning, I take a shower, I'm getting ready, doing my hair, doing my makeup or whatever. And he's like, oh, so what do you want to do today? I said, I don't know, like whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. And he was like, well, the girls don't know you here. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking, because they are younger, but they still are old enough to stay at home by themselves. And when he said, like, oh, what are you going to do? I thought he meant me and him, not one of us. So I'm like, are you going to introduce me to them? And he was like, yeah, you know, whatever. I didn't know what the fuck to think about this. But I'm just like, okay. I felt so motherfucking weird. So this is the first time a man that I ever dealt with that I met his kids. Like, I ain't know how to fucking act. So I'm just trying to be nice and cordial and friendly or whatever. So we on our way to a restaurant, and the whole motherfucking time I'm texting my roommate like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck to do. He in here trying to make conversation with all of us. It's not fucking working. I know they already told they motherfucking mama like they wanted a damn Xbox because they didn't have an Xbox at his house and they was bored. And so he went and go buy them a motherfucking Xbox. We went to motherfucking Best Buy. He bought the damn Xbox. We go to GameStop and we all in that bitch picking out games. We all in that bitch picking out games. And at that time, it became, again, more comfortable for me, more comfortable for them. You know, it was going smoothly. So we get back to the house and he set up the Xbox. Me, him, his two daughters, we all in the damn movie room. Playing fucking Just Dance. Like, again, I didn't know what to fucking think about the situation. I was just going with the flow. Sometime after he had asked me to go with him one weekend to pick up the girls. Or to drop him off. It was either to pick him up or to drop him off. But he asked me to be in a situation to where I would meet his ex-wife and her new man. I didn't go because, one, from what he told me, Karen sound like she a Libra. I'm a Libra. And that's just that. I told him, don't set your ex-wife up like that because I smacked that bitch. And I ain't want to beat the hoe up in front of her kids. Fast forward to October. It was my birthday. We had talked about celebrating my birthday, but again, I was working a lot at that time. You know, I had been working all week. My birthday was on a Friday. I was like, you know, I ain't trying to do shit. Like, I could just stay home. Like, it's cool. I'm good. He had asked me to go to this damn dinner with him. And it wasn't just any motherfucking dinner. It was a dinner with his boss. So it was his boss's birthday. His fucking boss's family was there. The co-workers was there. And I'm like, I'm finna just be out of fucking place. Do I go? I didn't know what the fuck to do. It took me a long time to answer him, but I'm just like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'ma go. It was really awkward. Like, it was kind of awkward at first because motherfuckers kind of looking at us. Motherfuckers was asking us how we met. And of course, we ain't gonna really fucking say it. Shit kind of shifted between me and him. Like, I wasn't getting that energy for him. So like I said, I was kind of like pinpointing all the shit that was happening, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, why would he be doing this and this and that? But it just wasn't fucking matching. Like, it just wasn't making sense. I told him like, okay, we need to kind of discuss what the fuck we doing because I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck I think about certain things, like whatever. And we also talked about shit like, he's the first person that I've ever had like just casual sex with. Like, I didn't want to be in a relationship. I just been in relationships for a long time. So the first person I was with for 4 motherfucking years. The person after that, 1.5 years, and then the person after that 2. Just like, you know, I really wasn't stressing for a relationship. I just didn't know the route she was taking or whatever. And he basically was like, all right, well, we friends. And I said, okay, that's cool. I liked him. I was starting to care about him. That was pretty much everything up until 2 weeks ago. After we had discussed that we were friends and I had called whiff of, you know what I'm saying, okay, well, maybe, you know, what I thought his intentions was really wasn't his intentions. So I kind of like fell back a little bit. I hadn't talked to him in a minute. I don't even know how long ago, but y'all, I was itching and twitching for that motherfucking dick. Now, to be honest, who wants to take a chance on new dick? Like, new dick is a hit or miss. And don't fix what ain't broke, baby. you know, I knew that I could, you know, kind of rely on him to, you know, come through and do that thing. So one night, me and my roommate was kind of like tipsy. So I'm like, fuck it, bitch, I'm finna go home and get something dick. Like, so I called him like, hey, what you doing? He said he was at home. Like, boom, I ain't finna come over. You know, we do the thing, thistle, whatever. And the next morning, I basically told him I should never consider him as a friend. I don't think that we was ever fucking friends. Like, the only thing that I could count on him for was good dick. Like, you know, we used protection at night. And any time before that, we was using protection. When I started to feel that it was a little bit shaky between us is when we started to use protection again. I also got fucking tested. During the time where I didn't talk to him before his birthday, it's also during the time where I got tested too, because again, we was having unprotected sex at that time. I had very good reason to question the agreement that we had before, which was, well, if we was gonna have unprotected sex, we were just gonna do it with each other. So I had good reason to, you know, kind of question him on that, because he was like doing like little funky shit. Like, you did, oh, I forgot this too, that night that he told me basically like we was just, you know, friends or whatever, I told him like, you didn't have to, like, I ain't want to meet your motherfucking kids. If I could have went without that. Like, you ain't even have to do all of that shit. I could have went without meeting your motherfucking coworkers. There was actually one time where he met my fucking coworkers. If this is what it was going to be, we could have went without all of that, for real. And so this is where I get kind of, not angry in a sense, but like I said before, we had this agreement on if we was having unprotected sex, we was gonna do it with each other or whatever. And so that conversation had came up again. And I told him that I couldn't fucking trust him. Like, how can I trust you with my well-being, my health? Like, fucking unprotected sex is fucking sacred as shit. How can I trust you with that if you out here doing funky shit like the friend situation? Like, you out here giving me reasons to doubt that you would honor that. And he basically was like, you know, oh, you can trust me. And I also told him, like, I done caught you on a motherfucking site before. You told me that you wasn't fucking doing or wasn't fucking interested in. And I'm here to tell you right now that I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm not hurt for motherfucking money. I just want your dick. That's it. That's it. I was not fin to risk myself, risk my health for some good dick. Like, it's never that fucking serious. It's never that fucking serious. He was like, you know, you can trust me. I'm not on the site no more. There's nothing good that comes from that and all of that stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. The day before I had posted the damn Piece of Your Love challenge is when I found out that he was still on there again, offering the same shit that he told me this whole motherfucking time he ain't motherfucking want. And at that moment, I just felt fucking stupid. I will say, all y'all bitches over here that's talking about she fumbled her motherfucking bag ain't wrong. All these motherfucking bitches that, you know, saying I done fucked with a married man, all this other shit, wrong. The only thing you can fucking say about me is that I believe the motherfucker that I should have. But I guess I was stigmatized. I don't fucking know. But what really kind of like did it for me was that you was trying to persuade me to trust you with something when you're not even telling me the full fucking truth. Like, that shit just, it made me look at him different. Like, you really trying to, like, talk me into trusting you. I was fucking mad, y'all, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fucking hothead. I don't think these through. I get fucking mad, bitch, and ask questions later. Ask fucking questions later, and that's that. So when I seen that he was still, you know, on the site or whatever, I just felt like, okay, he was playing me. He didn't told me his whole motherfucking sob story about his motherfucking kids, his whole sob story about his motherfucking marriage. Like, he didn't tell me all of this shit to kind of, like, I guess, groom me not to fucking ask him for nothing. Or, like, the whole thing with the sugar baby, sugar daddy shit, him telling me that's not what he want no more. He don't want to pay nobody for a time. All of this shit was just a fucking hoax. And I may be dumb. You know what I'm saying? So all your hoes that's saying I funked the bag and all of that shit, that was never a bag that I got from him. Well, y'all can't say I was a little motherfucking dumb, and that's what I also mean when I say that this sugar baby, sugar daddy shit shouldn't be glorified. Because if you don't have the mindset to see them for what the fuck they supposed to be, you end up like me, bitch. You end up like me. I didn't open up to him about so much shit. I thought we was better than that. I thought we was, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I thought. But also, I never gave him a reason to continue to fucking lie to me. I never was trying to cuff him. I told him I'm not trying to make you my motherfucking boyfriend. I wasn't restricting on who you fucking had sex with or any of that. And before then, I had just told him that I didn't give a fuck that he was on the site. So when I told you that 2 weeks ago, why the fuck lie to me in my fucking face to say that you wasn't on there? Like, I'm confused. When I seen the Piece of Your Love challenge, I'm like, alright, you want to be a motherfucking sugar daddy? Well, here you go. All these bitches finna be, you finna have a whole lot of motherfucking offers now. You finna be that man. You finna be that motherfucking man popping. So I posted it. He wanted to be a motherfucking sugar daddy so bad, so I portrayed him as one. And I had seen like the attention that it was getting, and it kind of didn't sit right with me, because I'm like, these bitches every time I fumble my motherfucking bag, I'm stupid, I'm you know, doing all of this wild shit, just saying all of this crazy shit, and I was like, wait a minute, y'all ain't got the full motherfucking story. Y'all just seeing what the fuck I let y'all see. Y'all ain't see what the fuck was really going on. I'm like, alright, bitch, alright, you done had your fucking laugh. You don't even feel better after you done posted the shit. When I seen that it was getting a lot of attention, I'm just like, damn, like, I should tell him. Like, I should fucking tell him, because I wanted to be the first motherfucker to tell him if he was to find out. It was a Friday that I had kind of like texted him, like, hey, you know, let's do something or whatever. And he told me he couldn't until Saturday, which was this past Saturday. Am I telling him to in a fucking like, alright, that's what the fuck you get type shit? Am I telling him because I feel bad? Like, I don't fucking know. But I just wanted to tell him. So we meet at this place that we usually go to, and we drinking. And I'm acting normal. Like, I basically tell him, like, we was drinking wine. I'm just like, okay, cheers to us, you know, really, you know, being truthful and honest, you know, gaining trust back and all of that shit. And he like, yeah, you know, he going along with it. And I'm thinking like, damn, how can this man continue to just lie in my face like this? Like, what the fuck is up? What is up? I just asked him, like, dude, like, what's wrong with you? Like, how can you sit here and continue to repeatedly lie in my face when I ain't giving you no reason to lie to me? We was just talking about being able to trust each other, building a friendship. Oh, he also said that he wanted to be friends. When I told him that next day that, you know, he wasn't nothing but, you know, a piece of dick to me, he told me he wanted to be friends. He told me he wanted to work on, you know, being friends and trust on shit. So I'm like, how can you say that, but you ain't really fucking, you ain't backing that shit up? Like, this is not what the fuck you doing, because I caught you on the fucking site again. And I'm just like, how can you sit here and lie in my face about this? How can I tell you shit like motherfuckers, you know, motherfuckers that I have been too nice to, or whatever case may be, take advantage of me? How can you know all this shit? And also, how can you know that I wasn't driven by money? When we spend motherfucking time together, all this shit, after the fucking money had stopped, like, you knew that's not what the fuck I was here for. Like, if I did not fucking care about you, I wouldn't have sat on the motherfucking phone talking about your motherfucking kids. I would have not been there for you through whatever fucking shit you wanted. Like, I wouldn't have done all of that. Like, really, like, looking at him like, how can you even, like, sit here and do this to me? Like, what? He started trying not to cry and shit. Of course, he was denying still being on the site, but I was like, dude, I know it was you. I don't know why you still fucking lying or whatever. I just want you to fucking finally tell me the truth. Honestly, I feel like if I can keep it real with a motherfucker, I expect them to keep it fucking real with me. Especially, I ain't giving you no fucking reason to fucking lie. So, and I'm like, all right, did you get the bill yet? Because we could take this conversation out in the car. And he's still, like, you know, trying to explain to me, like, he thinks that I'm a nice person, I'm a genuine person. He really do love me as a person and all this other stuff. And he never meant to, like, hurt me a lot. So he telling me all this, and while he telling me all of this, he kind of, like, tearing up and shit. He crying. And so, bitch, I start boo-hooing too. Like, we both in this bitch boo-hooing. I'm just like, how can you fucking do it? Like, you know, I was basically, like, kind of, like, down for you. Like, I was, you know, there for you, whatever fuck case may be. Like, how can you continue to lie on my face? And how can you tell me that I can fucking trust you, and I clearly fucking can't. Like what's your motive? What's your reason? Can a bitch get some answers? Cause it ain't adding up. So we having like a heart to heart about, you know, what the fuck was going on this whole motherfucking time. And we was in that car for a minute. We was hashing it out kind of for a minute. And then I'm just like, all right, bitch, when you gonna tell him about this video? Like, when you go slide that shit in? So we kind of was like wrapping up that you know, heart to heart, the boo-hooing and shit. We was kind of wrapping it up. And I told him, I was like, man, because you was fucking bullshitting on me, you was lying, doing all of this shit, doing all this extra shit. So I decided to return the fucking favor. It's something that I can't fucking take back. I wish I could. I did it out of fucking spite. Yeah, I feel bad. I was crying. I felt fucking bad because I could have handled the situation a lot better than what the fuck I did. He is a fucking father. He has a fucking career. You know what I'm saying? So I really could have thought that through, but at the same time, I was just like, well, damn, he didn't give a fuck about me. He didn't give a fuck that, you know, I wasn't driven by money with him. I was actually, you know, enjoying his motherfucking time. I thought he was enjoying mine. I thought we had a fucking mutual understanding. So I'm just like, if he not giving a fuck about me, especially like lying about, you know, compromising my health and well-being, why should I give a fuck about him? So that was really what's going through my mind when I posted that shit. So I told him, like, I couldn't take it back. I wish I could. It's out of my hands now. I tried to delete it. When I seen that it was on Instagram, I was kind of like reporting it and shit, because I'm just like, man, what the fuck did you do, bitch? Like, what the fuck did you do? He was just like, well, what can it be? Like, what did you do? I'm here just like, you know, trying to find the fucking words to tell him, right? And he basically was like, well, you know, can you kind of like hurry up? Because he had something to do, something with his, you know, business back at home, and something with his son or whatever. It didn't seem like it was urgent, but I'm just like, damn, you see me over here trying to tell you something, and you trying to rush me? Like, you see I'm having a hard motherfucking time with it, you trying to rush me? Do you not want to know what the fuck it is? Like, I'm giving you the fucking courtesy of telling you before your kids tell you, whomever else tell you. I don't fucking know. Like, I'm trying to tell you first. So I'm like, I'll let you, you know, whatever I'll say what the fuck I had to say. I'll let you figure it out on your own. You want to be a sugar daddy so motherfucking bad. What? There you go. And so I'm getting out the motherfucking car, right? I get out the fucking car, like, I ain't finna dip. To my car, he get out the damn car, calling my name and shit. And I'm like, no, like, I ain't even finna. I was feeling motherfucking bad. I was, you know, down and out about it and shit. So I'm getting in my car, getting ready to close the door, and he stops the fucking door from closing. And he gets on his knees. He gets on his knees, and he just like, whatever it is, I don't care. You a good person, and I want to be friends. Like, I don't even care what it is. I said, you saying that now, but you don't know what the fuck it is that I've done. You don't know what, like, you don't know. Like, how can you say that and you don't fucking know? And he was just like, he don't fucking care. Like, he didn't care what it was. So I couldn't really find the words to say it. So I was just like, you know, it's called a Piece of Your Love challenge, and I'm going to just let you watch it. So I hand him the phone. I played a video, and he's just like, okay, this is a video of you. I said, no, keep on watching. So he watching it and shit. So when the ex-wife picture popped up first, this man laughed. And I said, huh? Are you laughing? Are you fucking laughing? Like, I've seen the rest of the whole motherfucking video. He's seen it. And he was just like, I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't take it back. Like, this shit is just out there now. Like, it's out of my fucking hands. I tried to take it back. I can't take it back, and I'm sorry, and I apologize, you know, all this other stuff. And he telling me it's okay. And what was really crazy, though, is in the midst of all of this, he was kind of like, he was more focused on the fact that I had told him that he was just a fucking piece of dick to me. He was like, honestly, you know, you telling me that you was, you know, I'm a piece of dick to you just really fucking bothered me and all that stuff. And Why are you focused on that right now? I just showed you what the fuck I showed you. I just told you what the fuck I did. Why are you even focused on that? Like, well, what? I was puzzled. I'm puzzled. He was just saying, like, you know, you're a good person and, you know, I forgive you. And I'm just like, are you sure? Because I can't do nothing about it, like, or whatever. So while we were doing this, I feel like as we were, like, saying it, you know, this was happening, we were just getting closer and closer and closer. As we started inching closer and closer, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, he's saying it's okay and all that stuff, we just start fucking kissing, y'all. We just start fucking kissing. We start fucking kissing. After you know, I kind of just take a moment to just. I said, wait, hold on, pause. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I just started dying laughing, like, we crazy as hell. I'm crazy as hell. He was like, yeah, we are a little ridiculous, huh? I'm like, you think? What the fuck is this? Wait, I still, I'm puzzled. I'm still puzzled, bitch. And then what makes it even funnier, too, is that after we kissing and, you know, all this other shit, and we just, you know, start after the fucking laugh, me laughing, all this shit, and all of us saying that, we start fucking kissing again. We you know what I'm saying? It was getting a little hot. It was getting a little hot. I didn't even go fucking laugh. It was getting a little hot. And so insinuated the back seat, and I'm just like, this. I'm at this moment, man. This motherfucker got game. I'm dickmatized. He got a spell on me. Somebody uncast that motherfucker. I am bewitched. I'm bedicked. Fucking bedicked. He trying to get in these motherfucking drawers again and shit. I'm just like, no, wait, hold on, pause. Don't you gotta go home to your son and your business? Go handle that, folks. You know, go handle that. So I'm just like, no, baby, no. No, go handle your business. So we said our goodbyes or whatever after that. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like, I can't process this shit. Like, I don't know if he just playing with me. I don't know if this a motherfucking joke and he finna secretly kill my ass or set me up like I set his motherfucking ass up. I don't. Next day, which was Sunday, I kind of like called him to check up on him. And I'm just like, you know, how you doing? You know, I wanted to like really figure out like what the fuck just happened. That night we had a normal motherfucking conversation. I told him I didn't know how to process, you know, what the fuck just happened. And he told me, you know, all is forgiven. It's a new fucking day. And that was that. That was fucking that. Like, so all y'all can shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't know what the fuck going on, but this is what the fuck just happened. And we fucking here. We are fucking here. So yeah, I talked to him motherfucker yesterday. Everything fucking smoothed out. Y'all can shut the fuck up. I feel bad because I do feel like he is a good dude. Like, I know what the fuck I felt when the good times that we did have, like, that shit was for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe he got some shit that he working through or what happened with his marriage. I don't fucking fuck it is. If y'all gonna say any motherfucking thing, say he playing my ass. I don't know what else the fuck quality. I don't know, but my bag is good. Shit ain't fucking fumbled. I was never getting a motherfucking bag from him. But I will end the video on this note. I have a issue, not an issue, but I have this thing where, I will say that I do have this thing where motherfuckers paint a picture for me. Like, they paint this picture, and instead of believing what the fuck, you know, I'm shown, I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's like, damn, everybody can't be all motherfucking bad, right? Like, we all ain't fucking perfect, but everybody can't be all that bad, but honestly, y'all, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. The only motherfucking L I took was doing that. And letting motherfuckers paint a picture for me and not seeing it for what the fuck it really was. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know what the fuck it is, but and that's probably gonna be my next topic. Me kind of like going through all my life of doing that type of thing, seeing people for what I thought they was and not what they were showing me. So that might be my next thing, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been pretty gullible with that, because people mistake my kindness for weakness. A lot of motherfuckers have mistaked my kindness for weakness, and maybe it is. At this point, I'm starting to think that it is, but damn, like, motherfuckers can't be nice. Motherfuckers can't get, like, I don't know. But I just want to end this on a note that we fucking good. He not fucking mad. We moved on from the situation. He moved on from the situation. Now it's time for y'all motherfucking too. Shut the fuck up. It obviously ain't what it fucking is. And that's that. Follow my motherfucking Twitter, China Lavish. Follow my motherfucking Instagram, China Lavish _. I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm always keep it motherfucking real. Like, motherfuckers was telling me to do this story and juice it up and not make it seem like I was being fucking dumb. But again, this was the first time I've ever done some shit like this. Like, this is the first time I've ever done this sugar baby, sugar daddy shit. And that's what I mean, where you have to have the mindset or you fucking end up like me, bitch. That's it. Follow that shit. If you want to continue to watch some real bitch shit, hear real bitch things, keep tuning in. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.